So you might just have to click your audio, mate. If you can go up into the party chat there. A couple of people actually got disconnected then.
Done. Yep.
Okay, welcome to ANZCRL Combined Racing League's Pro League of the British Touring Car Championship. We're here at round 2 at Oulton Park Island, a 3.616 kilometre layout at the island layout. And in the commentary booth we have Huds. How are you, Huds?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, evening Woody, evening everyone. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very exciting to see what's going to happen. We've actually got a tied run into this fourth race of the championship. We're going to have 3 races here, races 4, 5 and 6 at Oulton Park. Tied for the championship lead at the moment of the 2 Mochi team drivers. So what you're watching here is Dark Racing 40 and also Jetto on 47 points. And then following them will be the Weary Knight in the Opel Astra. Again, their teammates Weary Knight and Matty Seeking in both in the Astras in the P51 Opel SimSport cars on 41 and 37 points respectively. So a lot to pan out over the 3 races here at Oulton Park. We're going to have 11 laps, Huds, and I'm sure excitement is guaranteed.
It's certainly building, isn't it? The first probably 1 and 2 rounds at Brands Hatch Indy were a little bit quiet. We weren't quite expecting that, but it really came to life in the 3rd round at that circuit.
Yeah, it did. The boys just was feeling their feet, I think, in the opening round as well, trying to bag some points as well at the same time. So I think they're going to have their elbows out here. This layout here at Oulton Park, the island, which is the second of the longest of the layouts around this track. It's got some very hard opportunities, I'd say, to overtake actually. So looking probably as we're coming up to Dado here, this is probably one of the major parts of the overtaking. It's turn 4 at the hairpin, where we can get the late breakers into there.
You'd have to be pretty brave going in there, I reckon, if you wanted to get around them. It would be fairly easy to block, but you know.
Yeah, past series we've actually seen the guys actually get in there, but yeah, definitely we need two to tango.
Yeah, that's
basically
right,
to cooperate.
Yeah.
Basically, this Oulton Park Island layout, they officially 7 corners. I like to think there's about 10. There's the little sweepers. Sometimes when 2x2, they're pretty difficult to get by. So it's good to include them as actually part of a corner. So yeah, and I think basically we're looking at the first corner, the old hall corner. Definitely a big opportunity to overtake there. If you get a good run out of Lodge Corner, which is the final corner of the layout, down the hill and then up to the start line. You can stick it down the inside if you get a good run through there, and then you can run that down into turns 2 and 3. 3 being the left-hand sweeper down the bottom of the hill. We might stay on board here. So here we are. We're coming into this Deer Leap in here, over the starting straight as we're on board of the B8 BC Racing team of Dark. Turn 1 here at the Old Hall Corner. That's a big overtaking opportunity down the inside. As they come down here, they call this little bit down here Denton's into Cascades. It's a big corner here. It's very hard to overtake through Cascades. You can get 2 cars through, but you need to cooperate, otherwise the cars can be right up there on the right hand side of the grass. Now this is the next one, Island Bend. Turn 4 is a big point of an opportunity to overtake down the inside. Banging panels is probably the what would happen going down the inside there as they come up now into this very hard little bit of chicane, the Hizzy chicane, turns 5. And out of turn 5 here, you've got straight into Nickelbrook, turn 6, which normally here, if you get a good run out of this corner, out of turn 6, up Clay Hill, turn 7, and then down here into Druids, there's a possibility of ducking down the inside, but a lot of time what we can do is try and set up a car, and then get a nice little run out of here, out of Druids, and come back to the final corner here at Lodge Corner, turn 9. And try and duck it down the inside here, because you can really get the other Carters hanging out wide, and that basically is the end. You've got little turn 10 here. That's the lap. 3.6 kilometres around Oulton Park Island on board of
Dark Lord.
Of Lolux. Dark Lord, was it?
Yep.
Dark Lord, sorry. Currently for pole, we've only got 30 seconds remain. We've got Dark Racing 40, the man leading the championship at the moment, and Jetto first, second. We get 1 bonus point for pole position, and at the moment he's looking very good. Slide Science in the Apex Eating car in third, not too far away from Jetto, so he'd be liking to split up that team of Amochi cars. And the benefit of getting to having second actually of this track as he goes out, so that's the end of his lap. But he's been second on this lap of this circuit. You've actually got the inside running into turns 1. Pole is actually on the left-hand side, so is pretty much the grippy side of the track. But we have seen the open division, most of the time the guys on the inside have had a better run into turn 1.
Dado's just gone. He's only a 10th off now. Dark Racing. Excuse me. Leary's got a penalty. 1 grid place in a bad boy.
We got the final guys coming through to take their final lap, see if they can better their time. But at the moment, looks like Dark Racing 40 is drawn for first blood.
Lolux disconnected again.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Lolux is going to be able to make the first race, which is unfortunate. So there we go. Huds, what a qualifying session. We didn't have much to go through. We're going through about a lap around Oulton Park and a little bit of information there, but we got Dark Racing 40 with a 125.146, which is a pretty impressive time. He would have actually had, we didn't actually note that he has got his air restrictor fully closed, based on him leading the championship for for this first race. And that's fully closed at 37.1.
That is.
And then Jetto was 39.1, whereas Dado Racer was opened up around about the 47.1.
Dado is,
so
47.1, yep.
So when you look at this, down the inside, Huds, look at that Monster Energy Renault Megane up against the Amochi Renault Megane of Dark Racing 40. I think that my bets is with that extra horsepower off the line, if he can get those tyres gripping, I think Dado might find himself leading the race out of turn 1.
Yeah, the birthday boy, yep.
The birthday boy, exactly, and that's what I was going to say. The Monster Energy team have decided to give him that number 86 number for his age of his birthday there, mate. So he's the oldest statesman of our AusNZ Combined Racing League, which you can find us on our website aus-nzcrl.weebly.com. And you'll find us. We've been around since 2016, giving good Xbox races in Australia, New Zealand, plenty of entertainment. And we've got myself, Woody Lizard and Huds here giving you all the action here on Twitch for tonight for 3 races for round 2 of our 5-round championship of the British Touring Car Championship. So Huds, what do you think, mate? Is Darky going to keep on his winning ways, or are we going to see the old statesman celebrate his birthday in style for race 4
Well,
here?
he did say in the practice set that he was a bit nervous, mate. That's a good sign. Sometimes a little bit of nerves.
Yeah.
So here they go.
Here we go. It looks like a bit of wheel spin from Dado, but he looks like he's creeping up there, and Darky is definitely blocking into turn 1 there, just making sure that Dado didn't get that run, so it's a nice clean start. As they all filter through turns 1 and then comes down through this gap of turns 2 into turn 3 at Cascades. And Matty Seeking has just taken out, not as only taken out, I think it might have been,
He's
he's also taken out his teammate. That's not very good for that P51 Opel team.
So that's 3 of them out. Well, at the back at least. And Jetto was the other one. So.
Yeah. So that's the P51 Sim Sports teams, and don't forget the Illogical down behind is actually one of the Illogical Speed teams as well. I mean the P51 Sim Sports in the Renault, actually in the Mercedes I should say. Missing the rear wing as well, that's going to hamper his performance. It's Dado in second position. Now can he chase down Dark Race and get those nerves out of the way? And as you can see just behind there, Slide Science has got a big train behind him. In that Apex Eating team in third position, he'll be happy with that at the moment, but he's also got Dark Lord right behind him and Night Havoc. Night Havoc has got a lot of pace in that Opel Astra. During practice he showed that he was third fastest, I think it was. He's got pace to burn.
Making a move. Night Havoc.
And I got that wrong. Night Havoc actually didn't have any times. He didn't come to the practice. I was thinking of someone else. Dark Lord, who's actually fourth at the moment.
Dado's just keeping him within distance, isn't he, at the moment? Just a second, a little bit over.
Well, I tell you what, he'll be keeping Darky on us, that's for sure.
Yeah.
1 second, that's nothing at all. And he
right.
knows that Monster Energy car behind him, that black machine, got a little bit more horsepower, going to be able to get that little top end speed, especially the drag up here, up through Clay Hill into Druids. With that extra horsepower too, they're getting a little bit of extra wheel spin as well. So they found that some of these cars, especially the Renaults, have been getting a good lot of power out of these corners with a bit of air restrictor, stopping the wheel spin. Very hard corner to get through here at Lodge Corner. You've got to get really up on the inside, try and stop that car from drifting too wide. You'll get a time penalty. Get too far, eating too much of that outside curb. So lap 3 of 11. So Dado's got his eyes set on that blue and yellow Omochi car in front.
So they pulled out 6 seconds between these two and Dark Lord, so that's, yeah, decent. There's an overtaking, possibility overtaking corner right there, the hairpin.
Yeah, turn forward, the island bend, definitely. They come up through over Hilltop. And they call this one Hizzy Chicane. The chicane of the late breakers through here. You've got probably a hissy fit more than anything to get taken out. But yeah, it's definitely a very hard corner. Actually, in the Open Division last night, you can actually see the replay on our YouTube channel at AUS ANZCRL Combined Racing League over on YouTube. You will see an absolute sensational move by Highlander on myself, Woody Lizard, in race 2 I think it was, around the outside by Highlander, take second position and then go on and win that race. Here we go, Dado on the brakes, hard on the brakes, he's just touched Dado, but I mean Darky obviously didn't go on with it, he respected that, knew that he just gave him a little bit of a tag. But I think that was just just to loosen up Darky just a little bit, just check his reflexes. There's only 4 laps in, you know, he didn't want to make sure that Darky started getting settled out there in first, so I think that was just a little bit of playmanship there.
There's a massive gap, isn't there? Between first, second, there's daylight third. Then it just
but look at that backpack. We can't forget some of that battles there. Look at that. There's some real close battles going on right there, even for 6th and 7th as well. 6th, 7th and 8th, there's not much between them at all. But at the moment, we're looking at Commander Cirrus just trying to get on top of Night Havoc in that Opel Astra. I mean, Commander Cirrus, I should say. I think it was, yeah. Doing a great job there in 5th at the moment in that Mercedes. The Mercedes is probably the most underpowered car out of everyone. As we can see, both Weir and Slide have got a 2-second penalty on that last screen.
Just lining him up here, I think, Cirrus, isn't he?
Yeah, and as we know, we've all got BOPs all in line here, so basically Commander Cirrus has got he's actually, his restrictor's just a little bit close up, he's at 50.1. compared to Night Havoc's at 51.1. So he's doing a great job. They're in 5th position. Trying to hold it for P51 Sim Sports after 3 of their cars got tangled up in turn 3, I think it was.
I think it was turn 3, yeah.
At Cascades, yeah. We had the 2 Opals and the Mercedes all come together. As it looks like Cirrus has got a little run. Can he keep it down the inside here into Cascades? It's a very brave move. No, he can't. I can end him. He's driving it down the inside. If you tag the car on the outside, he ends up on that grass hill on your right-hand side. Hard on the brakes. Down into 2nd gear.
Respectful driving.
That wheel spin. Yeah,
very respectful driving. Yep.
That's it. Here they come into the chicane. They really want to miss that inside curve. They don't want to get up on 2 wheels if they can avoid it. Cost them time. Now into Nickerbrook corner, turn 6 up through the clay hill here underneath the Cosworth sign. Probably one of the famous corners here, Druids.
Dado's actually in the lead. 6 seconds in front of Darky, so he's obviously had a problem there. Last lap was a 1:33.842, so something's happened there.
Doesn't look like any damage on Dado's car, but this is some front end damage on Darky, so he's found a wall somewhere. You can just see on that right hand front corner. There's a little bit of a scuff mark on the inside there. So he's now put himself now in the reach of Dark Lord in 3rd position. As the battle continues there for 4th and 5th between Night Havoc and Commander Cirrus. This looks like a battle that's going to go right down to the wire with lap 6 of 11. Still another 6 laps remaining.
Night Havoc's hanging tough here, isn't he?
Yeah, but here we go. Look, Commander Cirrus just trying to get a run, but he just can't quite get there. Really about the flow through that chicane. This one is so hard to get the wheels spinning. On the limit of grip there at the front wheels, trying to grip this tarmac around Oulton Park. 3.6 kilometre layout, very exciting. Just running wide. This is, can he stick it down the inside of Lodge Corner? No, he can't. This looks like Night Havoc's had a nice little run still out of that corner, but here he goes. They're side by side. Beautiful camera work. You can just see here now the Commander Series can just cut over on front of the nose of Night Havoc. It takes that 4th position. Great move. He worked on that for about 4 laps there. We've been watching it earlier until we found out that Dado had taken the lead of the motor race, which we missed. Back on lap 6, I think, maybe the end of lap 5.
Yeah,
Not too sure when he took the lead of the race. Dado Racer is the man that holds the lap record of the British touring cars around here. He did that in 2019 in this same car. He did a 1:24.877. It's a lap record.
Let's have a look at Weary Knight. Just battling with slide science now. Just making his way back after that unfortunate incident on lap 1. And 3 of the P51 cars came together, as well as Jedi. Jedi's obviously struggled since with damage. Matty Seeking was just in the pit on the last lap, so maybe yet another collision.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Whatever happened to those guys, but obviously they must be, Jedi must be a lap down. Matty might be just on the lead lap. It's really about picking up points though.
Yeah, Dark Lord's just starting to close in on the Dark Racing at the moment. He's got it, it's under 2 seconds now.
Yeah, as I said, he's got that Opal absolutely flying at the moment. was fourth fastest. It was the fastest of the Opals during Thursday night practice. He managed a 125.798. Just remember when they go the results from this race here will determine the grid for the second race, which is race 5 of the championship.
Yep.
And also the BOP will be based on those positions as well. So you look at Jetto there in 10th. At the moment he will have a restricted nearly almost open. So you could imagine that Adamochi car, the Renault at the back of the grid, you should see that motor on through in the second race here tonight. Well, you'd hope so. And you'll be trying to get his best result he can to pick up the pieces.
Dark Lord certainly catching Darky here. He was 2/10, nearly 3/10 quicker on the last lap. It's still roughly 2 seconds, but maybe Darky's got a few dramas with his car.
Yeah, well, we did see that damage in the front end there, Hud.
Yeah.
So maybe just affecting just a little bit of his turn in, but we're getting closer now. We've got 3 more laps remaining. Time's running out for Dark Lord, but as Darky starts seeing that car in his mirrors, it's going to start putting a little bit of pressure on him. As we know, little mistakes can cost you quite a bit in these cars. They're so evenly matched, not much in them. Dark Lord's doing a tremendous job there in that,
Absolutely.
that Opal, the BTCC racing team.
He really is.
Number 45.
Yep.
So we see Weary Knight now just getting on the back of slide signs. They've been following one another for a little while now. Slide was obviously made a little bit of an error, and this track really punishes for a few little off-track excursions because it's such a flowing circuit. Going offline and on that grass, you lose a ton of time. You pretty much could say, I think Hud's about 3 to 4 seconds by the time you get back on the track and back up the pace again.
Yeah, it's all about momentum with these cars as well, and any off-track excursion is just going to cost you big time.
Oh, without a doubt, mate. That's right on the money there.
You just up the ante a bit there, down to 3 seconds. Well, yeah, nearly 3 seconds.
Yeah, a little bit faster, but yeah, he's just trying to maintain that second position. He knows he's done it before.
Yeah,
he knows that he just needs to wrap up these points.
That's right.
Consistency is the key here. He's already got that 1 extra bonus point for pole position. Fastest lap, we're not too sure. We could probably go up on the timers just to see who's maybe got the fastest lap at the moment.
I'm pretty sure it's Dado. 25.1.
Dado with that 25.1. Yeah, so there you go. So Dado's actually got like that 1 extra point. Dado had a bit of a problem round the first round there at Brands Hatch. So at the moment he's currently 6th in the championship, 11 points off the lead. So this is going to actually open up. This is going to close the gap between him and Darky.
And Jetto's really going to pay for this one, isn't he? After that incident, he was equal. He was right up there. I think he was equal leader, wasn't he?
He was equal leader on 47 exactly, Huds. But you know, that's it. He's just got to see what he can do. As I said, he's going to have a better restrictor. He's going to have a little bit more pace than some of these guys in front for the second race here later on tonight. Following this one, they get a 10-minute practice session just so they can set their BOP levels, their air restrictors, and go out there and fine-tune their vehicles before we come back for another 11-lap race. But here he is, the man of the moment. Dado raced for birthday yesterday, wearing his age on the number 86 car here at the moment. If you believe me, well, I can probably make you believe anything. But he's our old statesman. But maybe we'll make it 68. How about that? That might be better.
That's probably a bit closer too. Yeah,
that might be a bit closer. But there you go. So here he goes. A tremendous effort. He put a lot of pressure on Darky. We missed the actual the moment
the incident,
of the change. I'd say that maybe Darky ran off. We won't know. doesn't look like there's any front end damage on Dado to show that there was any sort of tag or anything like that. I think maybe it was all an undoing of Dark Racing.
Here he
comes. There we go for race 4 of the British Touring Car Championship. Dado Racer is the victor.
The birthday boy.
Congratulations, and coming home second will be is
Dark
Dark
Racing, followed by Dark Lord. Amanda Sears, here he comes. Good result there.
In the Mercedes. That's a great result. 4th. He'll be happy with that.
Good. Night Havoc.
And a great comeback drive actually by, I thought it was actually Slide Science.
Slide Science, I'm pretty sure he got 6 seconds. No, he's got 4, Weary's got 6, so he'll retain that, will he? Yes.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to hold on to that. That's the results there with Weary United. Logical Sports came back there a little bit. They, as we said, they had a few little problems. Matty Seekin had that pit stop you said earlier.
Yep.
And Jetto looks like he might have been a lap down, not too sure. So we may see Matty Seekin maybe come over the finish line, not too sure. But here's the results there. As you can see, Matty and Jetto actually a lap down in the end.
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunate, but so, I'm sure they'll come back.
Yeah, so not too bad there to see Dado. It was great to see that Dado up there in first there in that Monster Energy, giving the battle there to Dark Racing 40. Dark Lord, tremendous drive in 3rd position for BBC Racing, which I think is actually BC Racing. We've got a little bit of an error there. P51 Sim Sports in the Mercedes. Commander Cirrus is definitely done the Mercedes crew proud there in 4th position with Team Griventech with Night Havoc in 5th. Apex E to Slide Science probably could have been a little bit better there. He was up there, but a little mistake, but still held on for 6th, which still should be good. With Weary Night, Logical Sports, and then the lap down Matty Seekin and Jetto 13. So, as we know, they've all going to have BOPs. That's going to be the starting grid for race 5 of the championship. The second race here at Oulton Park. So I'm sure we're going to see those results probably change a little bit at the end of the second race here, Hud. So I can't wait to get back into it. So we might continue on through in this stream. And we will be back here for ANZCRL Combined Racing League's Pro League of the British Touring Car Championship. Second race here at Oulton Park, race 5 of the championship in about 10 minutes' time. Until then, we'll see you then.
See you guys.